This is Imaginary Me, where we see through the illusion of the separate self. Welcome back. It's Imaginary Me. I wanted to talk a little bit about the hunt for consciousness. We come across a lot of articles in the news about scientists probing the mysteries of consciousness. Where does consciousness come from? This seeming mystery has eluded scientists, philosophers, and others for a long, long time. And nobody has ever really come to a satisfactory conclusion that satisfied the scientific community or the masses, really. What is the source of consciousness? And of course, the first place they look is the last place they should be looking, which is the brain. The most common theory is that consciousness originates inside the brain through some mysterious process. That humans evolved the ability to be aware, to be conscious, and that somehow has to do with brain function. It's biological. It's a side effect of the material world in some fashion. I would suggest that this view is completely skewed for a very simple reason that you can verify in your own experience. To put it very simply, the material world, so-called material world, including the brain, the body, the so-called exterior world, everything that is known in awareness or consciousness is conscious of is found in consciousness itself. In other words, consciousness does not arise from the material. It does not arise from the brain. The material world and the brain appear within consciousness. They've got it completely the other way around. They're looking for consciousness where it can't be found. In fact, they're using consciousness to look for consciousness. I'll say it again. The so-called material world, which includes the brain, the body, the thought process, emotions, whatever we consider to be internal or external to us, all of that appears within consciousness, within awareness. Awareness does not appear in those things. You can't dig apart the brain and find consciousness there. All the while, the brain, or whatever perception you have of it, is found only in your awareness. There is nothing found in your experience that is outside of awareness or consciousness. Try to find something in your past or present experience that you have directly experienced that was outside of awareness or consciousness. There is no experience outside of awareness. You can't know something, be aware of something, be conscious of something outside of awareness, knowing, consciousness. It just doesn't happen. In fact, if you dig into it, the so-called material world is not material at all. There is no dividing line between awareness and the thing you are aware of. The sensation of a body sitting on a seat, there's no dividing line between that sensation of the body on a seat and the awareness of the body on the seat. Probe your own awareness right now. Try to find the line between that sensation and the awareness of it. There is no it. It's just awareness. You can't separate the sensation from the awareness of it. It is one movement, one thing. Really dig into that as an experiment. Be like a scientist and probe. Look closely. Set aside theories and go into it with your direct experience and see what's there. All of this is verifiable in your direct experience. So when scientists and others look for consciousness in the brain, they're looking in places where it cannot be found, because all places arise within consciousness itself. I've always found it fascinating that some people even maintain that you can't be aware of awareness. Are you not aware of being aware now? Are you not conscious of being conscious? If I asked you, are you aware? And you briefly look and see and come back and say, well, yes, I'm aware. You don't need someone to tell you that. Awareness can be aware of itself. That alone tells you it's not located in a place. It's not a product of the brain. Take away all materiality, like Ramana Maharshi did in his thought experiment of what it was like to die. Taking away the body is fading out. Taking away the thinking. Now what's left? Emotions. Take emotions out. Do you still exist? Dying before you die. Take away all so-called sensations, perceptions, thought stream, emotions, and what's left? Take away all so-called materiality or anything that appears as a form within awareness. What's left? Awareness itself. Awareness being aware of itself. Without form, with no content whatsoever. So the next time you see an article from some scientist claiming that they're getting closer now to discovering where consciousness arises, you can have a chuckle to yourself and immediately see that consciousness doesn't arise from anything that appears within it. But all so-called things appear within consciousness and are, in fact, made of it. That's all for now. Until next time, take care and enjoy yourself.